Okay, day 150, the Awan brothers. I just wanted to do a quick review. I know I had a longer version before, but to at Lee Stranahan, Stranahan, and then RT_com, and then RT UK News. This is the four Awan brothers and the two Awan wives had access to top secret information and hack for Hillary. I believe that they were acting on behalf of the CIA through their connection to Pakistani intelligence. When you do that, you can go around the finding requirement in U.S. law for spying on U.S. citizens. You can say it was through another government's intelligence services. I believe that they use those intelligence services instead of opening up, going to the FISA court as a way around the FISA court, and they only open FISA, Andrew McCabe here, when they know they have something they found already through a foreign intelligence service. So, quick review of who the Awans are for Mr. Stranahan. These are the folks that were all earning $160,000 a year, the maximum you can in Congress, the three brothers. They also had these car dealerships. They also had these technology companies that are taking equipment out of congressional offices and then selling it back to the government through this nanoset technologies. These are the wives also, Hina and Natalia. We also know that we've outlined 22 different companies that they were involved in. Not just the car companies, not just the housing companies and the mortgage companies, but marketing companies, all sorts of different companies. So again, odd to have all these different companies and be working for three different congressmen, making $160,000 a year full-time, and owning a technology company selling to yourself. So kind of self-dealing. So to quickly review, lots of reporting by the Post and Daily Caller, talking about that the fact that these staffers are under being probed. Here we go again. Staffers being fired for being probed, all this money being paid to staffers and so forth. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the key person behind the 31 Democrats. Also, there's 20 burglaries being investigated by the Capitol Police, not the FBI, which is a little bit odd. We know that Representative Jackie Speer asked for top secret clearance, secure compartmentalized information access, which is kind of like the SEAL team raids and so forth. We know Debbie Wasserman Schultz still has potentially one of the Awan brothers still under contract, hasn't fired him yet, Imran, but we can see that there are several, this is USA Today article, that they are under investigation. We also know that there was an external server they had. They worked for representatives on our three most sensitive committees, Intelligence, Homeland Security, and Foreign Affairs. We haven't seen any information published like their pictures when they were doing the burglaries, or we haven't seen anybody come forward with what material was stolen or their phone records to track their movements. But we do know that they did have this company called Nanoset Technologies, and they did have this company called New Dawn Corporation. It had odd timing around the time of our opening up trade relationships with Pakistan. I'll tie that in later with a spy ring that was discovered by the Indian government inside of India from the Pakistan intelligence services. All I am doing here by outlining these Navy SEALs that were killed, the 22 Navy SEALs that were killed 8 days after this corporation was formed, is that in an intelligence leak, if someone was a foreign national, had top secret access, and was running a crime network of some type, they would think nothing of giving intelligence that could end in the death of a lot of different Navy SEALs, especially if these were the Navy SEALs like SEAL Team 6 that took Osama bin Laden out of Pakistan. We also know that Nanoset Technologies also had a systems engineer in Texas, which again is odd for people working in Washington, D.C. We also have this police report here where the stepmother of the three boys said they hacked her cell phone easily. They were skilled in that. They imprisoned her in this house in Springfield, Virginia. They fled the country. She said they fled the country. And she said the brothers were offshoring the cash from their father. This is their father, Mohammed Shah. These are pictures of Mohammed Shah. They look very much like the Mohammed Shah that now is in the police department in Lahore, Punjab region of Pakistan. This is a well-known center of Pakistani intelligence. It's also a well-known center of drug dealing, which I'll get to later. Here's an Indian government recently breaking a spy ring of the Pakistanis in India. They also are regularly shipping drugs, heroin. There's been many busts shipping to the UAE and other Arab countries as well as to Bangladesh. So again, Imran Awan, the oldest son, the ringleader, put this man on his website, and these two pictures are American Facebook pictures, which were liked by all the Awans and the wives. Looks very much like this man right here. DynCorp is the police contractor that trained this police force. We know this DynCorp has been involved in sex trafficking, organ harvesting, and drugs and drug running. Imran had an earlier Facebook with talking about the customs house and lots of guns and allusions to radical clerics and radical Islamic terrorism, violent jihadist terrorism. We also know that there is an involvement with the Awans with this New Dawn Corporation involved in a mango shipping scheme into the United States, flying mangoes potentially filled with heroin to the O'Hare Airport, and then being moved through these Gulen schools here as a money front, and then being shipped over here and sold or distributed through this Raja Foods. I don't want to prove this right now. Everything up until now has been fact. I'm still working on that case, but we do know that there are ties by these congressional aides to Hezbollah fugitives. This fugitive here, Al-Attar, has done $2.3 billion in fake billing. His license was suspended and revoked, and reports of sexual exploitation of his patients. So, and then finally, just for verification, here's Paul Ryan saying the Capitol Police is getting outside help, but FBI is still not involved. Here's Louis Gohmert saying, why isn't the FBI involved? Here's the CIA saying, yes, Trump was wiretapped. And here is the news story saying that recently 33 million employees' records were hacked. These guys are hackers. And it includes military personnel. This is a very dangerous situation, and so that's why I'm saying we need a congressional probe on this, because there's a lot more strong evidence here than there is a case against the Russians. To do that, we need to immediately publish the 650,000 emails in Humus server that belong to the public anyway through the Federal Records Act. Also need to publish Hillary's emails, as well as have Andrew McCabe, who has taken money from Hillary, to recuse himself from the case. There's many people in the FBI that have said the way Andrew McCabe has handled the Hillary and Human case is a crazy thing. He has done many crazy things the FBI never does, and therefore he should not be in charge of the Awan server case either. He should recuse himself immediately. And that's the update for Lee Stranahan and RT.